So open your knees as wide as the mat and touch your big toes together. And allow your hips to sink back in between your heels. And allow your arms to be wherever it feels right for you today. So out in front of you, by your side, in between your legs, under your head. And just, start to connect to your breath and notice how your body's breathing today, how your body feels. Like we said, if you had too much sleep, not enough sleep, you're still asleep. Start to do a little cat-cow in your child's pose. So you can round your back as you inhale and extend your spine, or exhale and inhale as you extend your spine. Exhale, round and curl. So in this child's pose, just a couple of cat-cow action for your spine. It's not going to get much deeper. Remember, next time you come into your extended spine, walk your arms out in front of you and keep the heel of your hands down, but keep everything else lifted. Wrist, elbow, forearm, shoulders. Push the heel of your hand forward to push your hips further back. Lift and elevate under the arms and feel some energy. And keeping that energy up, walk your hands to the right side. Bring your left arm out, and now you can drop the arms down a little bit more if it feels okay for you. Send your right arm over towards the left side. So your arms are crossed somewhere probably around the elbow crease. Walk yourself back to your center. Still in child's pose. Keeping the right hand to the left side, take the left arm and meet it over there. Send your left arm underneath your right arm towards the right side of your mat. Come back to your center. And then come to your hands and knees and uncross your hands. So hands are under shoulders, knees under hips, hips and shoulders width apart. Tuck your toes a little bit deeper now into your back. Cat and cow is round you, curl your spine. Use the breath, inhale, arch, exhale, extend. Or flex, excuse me. Inhale, extend. Exhale. And then keep doing that, but walk your hands a little bit more forward and start to make some more movement as you come forward with a modification of a upward dog or cobra and back like a child's pose. And wave your spine up and around. And then you can stay with that or make some circles like dancing lions. And then reverse it. And I'm glad you're here, guys, because I know you could be home watching Wimbledon right now, but we'll get to that later. And then come back to center one more time to your child's pose. Touch your toes together, and then just sit back on your heels as you sit upright. Bring the arms overhead. Grab opposite elbows. Lean side to side. Come back to the center. Inhale, lift your chest, open up, or turn to your right side, bringing the torso to the right as much as you can with this position. Release the left hand outside the right leg, right hand outside or behind your back. Inhale, and exhale, twist a little deeper. Good, inhale, come back to center, switch the cross of your elbows. Lift up out of the center and then turn to the left side. And then release the right hand outside the thigh, left hand behind your back. Inhale. Twist a little deeper, exhale. Inhale back to center. Take one arm on top of the other, doesn't matter which. Rise up, whoops, onto your knees. My little earphone came out. Good. Now, tuck your left toes under and step your right foot forward. And if you have to put your hands down to do that, Go ahead. And just lift your heart up. Drop your hips down, level out your pelvis. Inhale, open your arms to a T. If you have the space, arms are wide. Inhale. Turn yourself to the right side, exhale. Bring your left hand on the inside of your right leg, right arm up in the sky. Now your back leg can be, toes can be tucked or untucked, you choose. Hug your hips into the center. Inhale and exhale. Good, take the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Take the right, keep the right arm down, take the left arm open. Good, so a little bit more opening in the left shoulder. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Turn to your left side. Take your right leg in line with your left knee and straighten it out. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, reach the arms out to the side and sit your weight back towards your heel, but keep your torso parallel to the floor. Right arm down, left arm up. Left arm down, right arm up. Both arms down. Take a walk back to the front of your mat as you bend your right knee, one hand on either side of the legs. Tuck the left toes underneath you, lift the knee up off the floor. Plant your palms and step into downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Walk your dog from side to side. Find your stillness in your dog. Bend the knees as much as you'd like. Push the weight into the heel of the hands. Lift the hips up in the air. Inhale to a high plank position. Without bending your elbows, just drop your hips and lift your chest. And then release your knees to the floor. Step your left leg forward. So we came at it a little differently. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Drop your hips low. You can have the back toes tucked or untucked. Inhale, open your arms to a T, shoulders down, away from your ears. Exhale, turn to your left side, hug your left hip to the center. Inhale, reach your right arm forward, right hand inside the leg, left arm up. Continue to drop your back hip down. Continue to rotate through your torso. Inhale. Look down as you exhale, left arm comes on the inside, right arm opens up. Hug your left hip towards your midline. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, bring the arms down. Turn to your right side, bring your right foot with you. Send your left foot in line with your right knee, so you might have to move it. Inhale, rise up, arms up shoulder height. Exhale, send your hips back, parallel your torso to the floor. Lift up through the energy through the center. Left arm down, right arm up, twist. Right arm down, left arm up, twist. Both arms down. Walk around to the front of your mat. Tuck your right toes underneath you, lift the knee up, keep the hips low. Exhale, step into a downward facing dog, hips in the air. Walk it out, stay with it. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes. Shift forward to a high plank. Without bending your elbows, just drop your hips towards the floor. And then go back into your downward facing dog here. Soft knees as much as needed. Strong arms, push away from the earth with your hands. Walk your hands to your feet about halfway back. So not all the way back, but your heels will probably touch more than they have. Spiral your elbow creases outward, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale, walk your hands back, another handprint. Breathe here. how the hamstrings are reacting this morning. Walk your hands back again. And some of you may be at your legs already or your feet. If not, just keep walking back until your hands are in front of your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to keep your hands on the floor. Hang your head down, shift your weight over your heels. Shake out your head, yes or no. Push firmly down through the big toe. Feel the rounding of the spine. Feel the lightening of the arms. And roll yourselves up to standing slowly. Roll the shoulders back and around a couple times. And then stand in mountain pose. You can have your feet closer or wider, depending on how your body feels today. Stretch your arms up overhead, inhale. And take prayer into your heart center. I'm going to shorten my stance a little bit. Shift the weight to the right, the left leg. Lift the right leg up off the floor. And just open your hip out to the right side. Flex the foot. Hug your left hip in. And use the muscles on the outside of your hip to help stabilize that right leg in the air. One more big breath. Turn the leg forward. Step down, release your arms. Find stillness and grounding in both sides of the feet to start. Inhale, stretch your arms up and bring the prayer to the heart as you exhale. Hug the right hip into the center, lift your left leg up, flex the foot. Hug the right hip in as you open out the left hip to the left side. So, a little bit, we're not assisting by putting our foot into the inner thigh, so we have to feel the outer hip muscles giving us a little assistance here. Both sides are hugging in, so the right hip is hugging in as the left knee is opening out. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Feet down, arms down. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, soften your knees and fold your way down to the floor. Weight into the heels, inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your hands back out just about a quarter of the way out the mat. Shift the weight back to your heels again. Inhale, look forward, shift your hands out a little further. You might be a little bit halfway or more. Inhale, walk out again. Exhale, settle, and then find your way into your downward dog, the dimensions that are right for your body. Bring your feet to touch at the back of your mat. Inhale, float your right leg high in the sky. Open your right hip to the side, so just kind of what we just did, hug the left hip into the center. Keeping the knee bent, bring your knee to the outside of the right tricep, shoulder, elbow. Same action. Bring your right knee to the center. Step your right foot in between your hands. Feel free to lower the knee to the floor in the back leg, left hand on the floor or the block. Sweep your right arm up and open to the right side. Lift out of your waistline. Reaching your arms like a T, drop your hips low, hug your hips in center. Inhale and exhale here. Good. So think about lifting your belly away from your right thigh. Exhale, bring your right hand on the inside of the right leg. Left hand either to your hip or take it right up in the air. Hug your right hip to center. So the torso turns, the hips stay square. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Empty the breath, release your hands to the floor inside the right foot. Now we're going to turn to the left side of the mat. Bend your left knee. Send your weight back behind you. Open your arms to a T. Inhale. Right arm down, left arm up, open up, twist. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight, not locked. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up, twist. Should look familiar to you. Exhale, right hand down, both hands down. Turn to face the front of your space. One hand on either side of your legs, your right leg. Inhale, step your right leg to your left leg, hips up in the air, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, rise on your toes and lift your left leg in the air. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up the hip. Bring the left knee to the left shoulder, tricep. Left knee to the center. Step your left foot in between your two hands. Line it up, knee over the ankle, back leg is strong. Right hand stays down, left arm opens up, twist. Keep your hips low and hug them to the center line. One more breath, find a little more space as you exhale, left hand comes inside the thigh. Hug the knee against the tricep or the shoulder. Right arm comes up in the air or just to your hip. Reach all the way up. Gaze can go wherever you want it to be. One more big breath. Exhale, release your hands, turn to your right side. Bend your right knee. Send your weight behind your heel. Arms out shoulder height, parallel to the floor with your torso. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up, twist. Good, right hand down, left arm up, twist. Same leg is bent, right leg. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Walk around to the front of your space. Left leg meets right at the back of the mat, hips in the air, downward facing dog. Walk your dog from side to side. Bring your feet together, and then float your right leg in the air, open the right hip. Exhale, bend the knee to the shoulder, knee to the center, and step your right foot all the way through. If you have a block, put it on the outside of your right foot. Turn your left toes on their side. Right hand stays on the floor or the block, left hand on the hip as you turn to the left side of your space. Stack your shoulders, and then float the left arm up in the air. Push firmly into your feet. So I want you to feel the energy in your right heel, left foot as well. Push down through the right leg, rise up, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Make sure you have the proper width of your hips. Your arms are over your legs, so each arm should be over the ankle here. Shoulders stack over the hips. Breathe. Pull your left hip underneath you. Take your left arm, bring it behind your back, and hold on to the right thigh. Flip your right palm up. Reach forward, hinge forward with your torso, and then bring the right arm up and back as you bring your left hip towards your right knee. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Reach your right arm forward. Exhale, right hand on the inside, outside, foot shin block on its highest height. Turn your torso, keep your arm bound. Open up your torso, lift your knees up to protect. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Rebend your right knee. Put pressure into the heels. Inhale, lift up, reach back. Exhale, return your hands to the floor. Spin yourself forward. Step into high plank and pause. Shift forward. Bend your arms. Halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Use the hands in the top of the foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are together, back of the mat. Inhale, float your left leg up. Open your left hip up. Exhale, bend the left knee to the left shoulder, tricep. Back to the center. Step your left foot in between your hands. If you have a block, put it on the outside of your left foot. Turn your right foot on its side. Place your hand on your hip. Open up your torso to the right side. Left thigh parallel to the floor. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. Reach in two directions. Left thigh stays parallel. Keep energy in your left heel, your right foot. Breathe in. One more breath, look down. Push down, rise up, Left arm forward, right arm back. Warrior two pose. Back foot firm, pinky toe to the floor, big toe to the floor. Inhale. Sink a little lower, exhale. Take your right arm, bind it behind your back. Maybe some of you grab the inner thigh. Flip your left palm up. Hinge forward. And then take the left arm up and back. Bump your right hip towards your left knee. Keep your arm bound. Inhale, come up and straighten your left leg. Exhale, reach your arm, torso forward, hips back. Left arm down on the floor, shin, or on a block. I like, personally the block behind my calf on my left side. Stack your shoulders open. Work the rotation, work the opening of the shoulder. Twice is good. One more breath. Good. Inhale, bend your front knee. Come back up, reverse. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Spin around to the front, step back to high plank. Chaturanga. Upward, downward dog. Take a few moments here, or child's pose if you need more. Inhale, float your right leg in the air, open up the hip. Exhale, bring the knee to the right tricep, and then right through the center, step it through. Right hand on the block, turn the back foot on its side, heel to heel or instep. And now take your left arm straight up in the air. Press down through your right leg. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reverse. Take your left arm, bind it. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Take your bound triangle. Stack the shoulders open. And then take your left arm in the air, triangle. Hug your right hip underneath you. Lift the right side of the waistline up. Big toe, little toe, press into the floor. Look down at your right toes. Inhale, rise up. Turn your right toes to the left. Bend your left knee and sit back into your left hip. Right arm down, left arm up. Left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, hands down. Walk to the front of the room. This time keep your hands on the inside of your right leg. Lower your left knee to the floor. Good. Or just take a long runner's lunge. Push your right hip forward. Now for today, take your right pinky side of your foot, rest it down, open up the hip, take your right hand on the inside and twist. Drop your left hip under, shoulders down away from the ears. And return back to center. Now separate the hands, tuck the left toes underneath you. Step back to a high plank, chaturanga, or just meet in downward facing dog. Oh, give it the big boys. Feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, float your left leg up, open up the hip. Exhale, bend the knee to the left tricep. And then through the center, step it through. Right foot turns on its side, left hand on the block outside the left leg, right arm up in the air. Side angle pose. Look down. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, left arm up, right arm binds. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, hinge forward, reach out as far as you can, and then put your left hand somewhere, inside, outside, foot, shin, or block. Right arm then comes up in the air, triangle pose. Stay here and refine it. Shoulders stack. Tailbone tucks underneath you, bring that left waistline up and in. So bring your ribs up and rotate your rib cage towards the sky. Take a big breath in. Empty the breath. Look down. Inhale, come back up in reverse. Left arm up. And then begin to straighten your left leg. Turn to the right side. Bring your arms out to a T. Right knee bends, left leg is straight. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up, twist. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up, twist. Give me the beat, boys. Empty the breath, hands to the floor. Turn to face the front of your space. Keep both hands on the inside. Lower the back knee. Send here for a breath. And then turn your left foot on its outer edge. Left hand to the inner thigh. Open twist. And come on back to center. Separate your hands on either side of the left leg. Move the left leg center. Step the right knee, or lift the right knee up. Step the left leg back to plank. You choose your way through vinyasa. Do it, don't do it. Add to it. Hips up in the air. Walk your hands back about halfway back. Walk your hands another half of the way back. And then walk your hands all the way back to the back of the mat. Tuck your chin into your chest. Round your spine, come up slowly, like a little ragdoll. Shoulders roll back. Good. Bring your feet closer together. Bring your hands to your heart center. Send your weight to your left leg. Lift your right leg off the floor. Flex the foot. Open the right hip out to the side. Hug your left hip in. Take your right foot now, place it on the inside. Hug your inner thigh and foot together. Stay strong, one strong tree branch or roots. Hands in prayer, or the arms can come up. Bring the hands to your heart. Just release the right foot, just like we did before. Come back to center. Lower your foot, lower your hands. Take a breath. Inhale, bring your hands to prayer. Send your weight to your right leg. Lift your left leg up, flex the foot. Hug the right hip in. Open the left hip out to the side. And then place the foot above or below the knee. Keep it on the floor if you need to. Hug your hip into the center line. And then stretch the arms up if you'd like. Keep working your right leg to the midline. Keep lifting out of your hips. Bring your hands to prayer. Bring your leg forward. Release your feet, release your hands. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands out, a handprint in front. Inhale, look forward. Walk your hands forward again. Inhale, look forward, walk again, and walk until you're in your downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg in the air. Open your right hip. Exhale, place your right foot above or below your knee or towards it. Shift into plank, so you're in plank with a tree. Bring your right leg forward. Step your right foot in between your hands. Turn your back foot on its side. Good. Now, take your left hand to your left hip. Use a block if you'd like. Take your right hand in front or to the side and begin to float off the floor into half moon pose. So I know it's a funky entrance. Make your entrance. Left arm comes up, Maybe the eye gaze goes up. Still hugging the right hip into the midline. Nice, strong. Everything is working here, right? This is one of those poses where just pretty much everything in your body is happening. Something is happening in every part of your body. So energize, hug the right hip in, lengthen the left leg, lift the waistline up. No pressure in the arms. You can always lift the arm off the floor as well. Take another breath here. Lower your left hand. Square your hips, bring your left knee to your chest, and then cross your left leg in front of your right leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Walk over to your left side, exhale, fold. Hug the hips to midline. So it might not be an extreme place. Inhale, walk back to center. Keep your right foot where it is. Release your left foot back in the air. Open up the hip back to the half moon pose. Oh, I was just thinking about Kenny Rogers. That's funny. Okay. Bend your right knee. Step back. All the way. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Take it through vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Open up your hip, bend the knee. Now place the left foot like tree in your downward dog. My heel doesn't touch, but some of you will. And then shift into plank with dog. Exhale, bring your left knee to the center. Step the left foot all the way through. Good. Turn the back foot on its side for a moment. Right hand on your hip. Okay, so this is kind of the shape we're going to stay in. Walk your left hand forward. Start to lift your weight off your right leg. And take your right leg off the floor as you spin your heart open to the right side. Right arm might come up. Stack your shoulders, lengthen out of your right hip. Hug your left hip to the midline. Energy in all directions. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, bring your right hand to the floor, square your hips. Right knee to your chest, round and curl. And then cross your right foot in front of your left foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk to the right side. Fold in half. Inhale, return to the center, lengthen your spine. Exhale, unwind your legs, lift your right leg in the air. And then once again, open to the right side, half moon pose. Hug everything nice and firm to your center. Exhale, soften your left knee. Make your descent into a reverse warrior pose. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Step into high to low plank, chaturanga. Meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Take your time. This time just bring it all the way back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, slide your right hand under your right foot. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your left leg. Exhale, left foot on top of left wrist. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send your elbows out to the side, head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips, heart. Come up to standing. Place your hands on your back, fingers in either direction. Squeeze your elbows together and lift your heart. And then stand up nice and tall. Bring your feet together. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Weight in the left leg, right leg lifts up. Open the right hip out, hug it in, and then either hug the knee or grab the big toe and extend the right leg out to the right side. And the left arm can go wherever it needs to go. And still working on hugging the left hip into the midline. Yeah, you don't even have to hold it. But you can have the knee bent and hold it. Good. Everybody just good work to hug your standing leg in close. If you're holding your toe, everybody bend your knee. Come back to center. Lower the foot, release the arms, take a breath. Inhale, stretch your arms up, and exhale to prayer to the heart center. Send the weight into the right leg, lift the left leg up, flex the foot, hug the right hip in, open the left hip out to the side. And now either just hold on to your knee, or some of you will grab your big toe, extend the leg out. Doesn't have to go all the way to the side. Hug the right hip in, and then whatever you want to do with the right arm. So it can be at quite an angle, the foot. Yeah. That's it. Just drop your hip down a little bit, Michelle. So you're more level in the pelvis. And then everybody bend your knee, whether you're holding your toe or not. Turn the hip forward. Release the foot, release the hands. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, look forward. And once again, walk your hands back out to your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Turn to your left side, so you're on your left hand. You can have your feet staggered right now. You can also have your left knee down. If you'd like, take your top leg up, bend the knee, place it in your tree. Pull your left hip up, up, up. Right arm up and over. One more breath. Either let go of the foot or turn it back to that plank with your tree. Lower down. Push to downward dog. Happy Sunday. Maybe you should have stayed home watching Wimbledon, huh? It's okay, you'll still find it. Inhale to high plank. Turn onto your right side, right hand stays down. You can stagger your legs here, it doesn't matter right now. Take what you need, right knee down or up. And then if you want to try left leg up, place the left leg above the knee or below. Lift the right hip up. Left arm comes up and over. So to come out of this, you can either let your leg come down, arm come down, or bring the arm down, keep the leg in tree just for a moment. And then release. Take it through chaturanga. Up and downward facing dogs. All right, good morning. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend your knees and look forward. Walk or jump your feet through. Come to a seat. Take your legs out in front of you. Lift up the flesh from underneath you. Grab a little water. Okay, so now, legs are straight out in front of you, spine is long. Bend your right knee. Line up the heel with the sitting bone. So you're not directly on top of your inner thigh. Take a fist in between your right inner foot and your inner thigh so you have that space. And then just hug your knee into your chest. Sit level, put your right hip back down on the floor. Good. Now, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Not on top of the knee, but above it. So like a figure four with a straight leg out with Dandasana. Use a strap or toe if you'd like, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward and reach. So it's not shoestring position, right? The knee is not on top of the knee, it's not Gomukhasana. It's tree pose or pigeon. Breathe in, breathe out. And this could also be done on your back. Notice, I know, Lord, this might, I don't know which leg it is, but I know this is going to be a challenge. So you guys know to modify where it's something that doesn't work for you. One more breath. Inhale, lift your chest. Walk your hands back. Good. Take your leg and place the foot on the outside of the left leg. Bring your right arm behind you to lift you up. Take your left arm up and hug, twist, or bind outside the right leg. Inhale. Choking. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Let's just counter twist it here. Exhale. Take your peace finger grip on your right big toe. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the right leg up into your right armpit area. And then open it out to the side, extend it like we did standing. Sit on your sitting bones, left arm out. A lot easier, isn't it? Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. Lower your right foot. Release your hands. Bring your hands behind you. Bend your knees. Heels in line with sitting bones. Lift your hips up. Reverse your table here. Exhale, come on back down. Legs out in front of you. Dandasana staff pose. Move the flesh out from underneath your sitting bones. Inhale, bend your left knee. Line it up with your sitting bones so there's space between your inner foot and inner thigh for a fist. And then grab opposite elbows and sit. Or any other clasp that you want. Good. Take a breath and bring your left ankle above your right knee. And notice one side may feel completely different than the other. Foot is flexed. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Wherever you can hold. If you have a strap or towel and you want to use that, go for it. Right? Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. If this is too extreme, put your foot on the inside of the thigh or any other variations. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands back. Take your left leg outside your right leg. Bring your left hand behind your back, lengthen your spine. Inhale, stretch the right arm up, hug, twist, or bind outside the leg. Inhale, return to center. Counter twist. So just take it over the right side. Take your left hand peace finger grip around your left big toe. Inhale, return to the center. Bring your left leg with you into the left arm. And then open the hip to the side. Extend the leg if you'd like. Right arm out to the side. Sit up on both sitting bones. Good, Lauren. Nice, guys. Breathe. So we just took a little bit more gravity out of the equation. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hinge forward. Release your hands, sit up tall. Exhale, either straight leg, Purvottanasana, or lift your hips up into your reverse table. If your legs are out straight, try to press the toes down, lift the hips up. Exhale, lower down. See, I didn't keep you too long. Sit up tall. Bend your knees. Look behind you. And make sure you have space for your head. Roll down through your spine, hold on to your thighs. When you get down, hug your knees to your chest and take a happy baby pose from there. Holding onto the inside or the outside of the feet. Rock a little side to side. Open your arms out to the side, bring your knees back to center. Let your legs come to the floor. Line up your heels with your sitting bones. Inhale, tilt your pelvis, lift your hips, come into bridge pose, take your arms underneath your back, interlace your fingers. Push firmly through your feet, shoulders, hips press up, breathe in, and out. Good, inhale, release your hands out, upper, mid, lower, back to the floor. Let your knees just fall in towards each other. Inhale, return your heels to the center. Exhale, tilt your pelvis, come back up into bridge. Any variation here, supported, unsupported, hands under the back. Or if you want to take your full wheel, come to your head and bring your hands by your shoulders. Come to the top of your head lightly. Push yourself up. Stay for as long as you'd like. Or at least 3 breaths when you're up there. And if you're all the way up, make your descent when you're ready. Everybody come down, hug your knees all the way up to your chest. Open your arms to a T, shift your hips right. Let your knees fall over to the left side for spinal twist. Take your right arm over your head. Take your left arm on the outside of the right hip. Inhale, open your arms to a T, draw your legs back to center. Exhale, shift your hips left. Let your knees fall over to the right side twist. Right hand outside thigh, left arm over your head. Inhale, open your arms out. Exhale, bring your legs back in. Give yourself a real big hug here. Head and shoulders come up. Lay your head down. Bring your left leg onto the floor. Extend your right leg in the air, flex point, roll the ankle. Stay here or extend your left leg in front of you. Drop the right hip level to the floor, or level to the left hip, I should say. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. Maybe float your left leg off the floor. Maybe release your hands to the front of your space. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Lay your head down, bring both knees to your chest. Right foot on the floor. Exhale, extend the left leg in the air. Flex point, roll the ankle. Stay here or draw your right leg out in front of you. Inhale, bring your head and shoulders up. Exhale, maybe bring the right leg up. Release the arms, stay here. Lift your head and shoulders up for 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees up to the chest. Make circles on your spine. Reverse it. Bring your knees all the way up to your chest. And slowly begin to extend one leg at a time out on the floor. And then stick your arms overhead, hook your thumbs, and reach as far from your center as you can in both directions. Breathe down both sides of the body. Breathe down the front and the back of the body. Find your biggest length here. Inhale. Empty the breath. Exhale. Bring your arms down by your side. Bring your hips splayed open. Open up your shoulders, chest. Let everything surrender into the mat. Scan your body now from head to toe. Starting at the crown of your head. Moving towards your forehead and brow. The top and the bridge and the tip of the nose. The cheeks, the jaw, the throat, the tongue, the lips. The throat, the neck, the chest, the abdomen, the upper mid, lower back, the fronts and backs of your arms, your forearms, your wrists, your palms, your fingers, your pelvis, your glutes, the fronts and backs of your legs. The knees are soft, calves and shins, ankles, feet, toes. And most importantly, the space on the inside of your head is soft and clear, free of any thoughts, distractions, stresses. Let go completely. Let your body surrender into the mat. Let there be stillness in your body and stillness in your mind. If you're home, stay fit, stay healthy.